A few months ago, a company reached out to me out of Ukraine. Now, I've actually tried their products before, but they wanted to show me what they currently have, and it's a lot of things that I've never touched. So I want to show you what we have. Now, this company is MRF, Everyday Carry. So they make all kinds of interesting credit card sized tools and other kind of multifunctional tools, really up my alley. And today I want to take a first look at what we have. We might be revisiting these guys in the near future, but I wanted to just kind of showcase kind of the things that they have available. And I haven't even touched these yet. So I don't know what's in them. So that'll be kind of cool to see. Obviously everything has some stickers. It's a little wallet thing. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. So it's a wallet specifically designed for their multifunctional tool. Feels pretty nice, actually. All right, let's take a look and see what we have on this tool. So this will kind of give you an idea what MRF is all about. They do these really cool multifunctional tools, and in my opinion, based on the ones I've had in the past, they are very accurate about the way they cut them. They're just really, really well done. Maybe more tools than anyone needs, like there's a can opener and looks like a flathead, and I mean, it would take an entire video just to explain how many functions are on the Universal 4.0. So I'm not going to do that. I am, however, going to kind of give you like a brief overview. So, okay, how does this work? Oh, okay, so it's like a detent, and there's a pair of tweezers along with it. How does that work? I mean, they're not my favorite, but pretty cool. I like the spring tension on it. That's really cool. And I think this comes out as well. Now, this is different. It looks like a knife blade. Chisel ground, of course, makes sense because, and I think it goes this way, yeah. Oh, and that's a nice, strong spring tension. Could use a little bit of a sharpening, but yeah, we have our knife blade here. Looks like it's been coated. I have no idea what the steel is. I don't know much about these. I'm literally just showing them for the very first time. Look at the stuff on this thing, man. That's a lot of different functions they've packed into it, and there's different things on both sides. Pretty cool. I like the detent, and I'm also fairly sure that all of these things come out and you can just use the card itself. And I think they designed, like it was true about the 2.0 and the 3.0, that the tool itself was TSA friendly outside of what you're adding right here. So we have that blade. I think having this in a wallet kind of is an interesting idea. And it looks like they have that cutout so that this lays a little bit flatter. Let's see how I'll put that back in there. Oh yeah, because there we go. And there's like a double stitch thing of leather. Ah, you know what? I like that. That's pretty cool. That is really cool. And I think there's all of this explanation on the card. Wow. I'm going to talk about going over the top. Yikes. Okay, that's going to need like an entire video on its own. All right, let's see what else we got here. So we have this. All right, and we're going to have to cut it open, I think. All right, what do we got here? Now, I think I've seen this before. I'm not 100% sure what's in it. I've actually known about this company. I just didn't try much of the things that they have yet. So this is like a handle, if I remember correctly, and this is for the Universal 3.0, which is a different card with a little bit different functions. So much stuff on here. Wow, that is kind of amazing. And then, in addition to the handle, which I think, oh, this has got like a blade on it. Oh, it's like a chisel, it's not a super sharp edge on this side, but this one has been sharpened quite a bit. So this would definitely not be TSA legal for sure, but it has an actual blade on it. Look at all that stuff. And then I think this walks into that and becomes like a handle. Some explanation, I'm sure, is involved here. And then in addition to that, it has a place this slots in like that, and it is a comb, Phillips head screwdriver, and a pair of tweezers. Really cool stuff. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is why I wanted to do this video. This is going to take more than one video to kind of go through. We'll revisit them, but they make some pretty interesting items for sure. Just be careful. This one is actually sharper than the blade that we just looked at. Yeah, so that's a cool one. Let me carefully put that over here. And that's the Universal 3.0. What else we got? Looks like different attachments that you can use for the cards. And I would imagine it looks like the 4.0 and the 3.0 both have the same opening, so they should work for both, I think. Future me will have to correct that if it's not the case. I like the colors, they're kind of fun. Pull all this stuff out. Packaging is, I guess when you're shipping halfway around the world, it's kind of important. Now, once again, I should mention, these are made in Ukraine. These are not made in China, I don't believe. I believe they're all made in Ukraine. So we have what looks like a serrated blade and a straight blade on the other side as an option with the same detent system. I would bet installing this is a precarious thing to do. Then this one has the comb, Phillips head, and the blade. So instead of, what is it, the tweezer and the blade, that's like the same combination. And then this is confusing to me. Okay, all right, so let's take a look. So there's the insert. There's the tweezers, and this is like the clean steel version. The tweezers could use a little work, I gotta say. And what I would do is I would take this to the grinder and I would actually just file it down so that it comes to a nice 90 degree. It'll grab a little bit better. But overall, still a really cool system. Then we have, I'm actually not sure what this tool is, I'll be honest. It looks like a hex wrench, a series of hex wrenches of different sizes. That's what it looks like. But this is another insert for the Universal 3.0 and 4.0. Let's see what's in here. Ugh. All right. Okay, so I didn't know this. They also make like little fishing cards and so on. Now, what is this made out of? Looks like it's stainless steel. Okay, that's cool. So stainless steel fork, needles, fishing lures, fishing spinners, like they kind of reflect things. Then we have a bunch of different hooks, and I think these are for those implements so that you don't have to tie it on to each section. It's pretty cool. A couple different companies out there doing those things. Let's see what we have in here. One thing I will say is they probably need to use slightly larger Ziploc bags because it's not like it's going to be able to be reused. Oh, okay, there's some more info on the 4.0. Just going through and seeing what we have. Here's some more stuff. This is an urban kit. This will be pretty interesting. Let's see what we got. Okay, interesting. Very cool. So let's see. Can I identify what everything is? Obviously, we have buttons. That's a SIM card extraction tool and looks like a pin of some sort as well. Pretty pointy. We have needles. And then I think, is this a phone holder? I'm actually not sure what that is. I get the sense that it's used with this card as a phone holder, something along those lines, where it's like it's angled and then you can set your phone on it. That's what makes sense to me, but I could be wrong. Future me is going to have to correct that. I'll do a little research after the fact. Pretty cool. All right. Oh, wait, it actually says it right here, right? Tweezers too. Oh, they're tweezers. So this one is also tweezers. No, right? Yes? Yeah, so it's tweezers. They kind of lock in. I'm not going to break them off because I don't want to lose them, but they kind of lock into each other and then you can squeeze them together. They look like they're basically the same thing, so that's kind of interesting. All right, was very wrong about the phone holder. All right, see what else we got. I actually, one of the tools that I own is their titanium measuring tool. So it's like a, what do you call it? They had a name for it. I don't remember the name right now. Ooh, okay, so this is basically it. It is called the, cannot find the name. Where's the name? This is called the Designer, but that's not the one I have. The one I have is called something else. But I like this one because the other one I had a lot of cut-ins, where this has nice flat edges all the way around it. I like this one a lot. This one's a little bit cleaner, a little bit simpler than the one I had. I will definitely be keeping this in my notebook. I love it. And if I remember, it can also be used to as a plumb to kind of figure out exact angles and a couple other things as well. Let's take a look. So there's a bunch of stuff here. Pause that and take a look. And then, excuse me, take a look at this real quick. Angle finder, metric compass. I mean, this is a great little tool that you can fit in your wallet. I like this thing a lot. Very cool. That is, yeah, that's why I have like 2 or 3 of those. They're like one of the older styles. And yeah, I love them. They're great. I'm a huge fan of flat tools, probably more than I need to be. So this is called the Hunter, and this is actually in titanium, I think. No, stainless steel. Stainless steel. It just has a different finish. So we have arrows, little mini arrows, and then this huge spearhead. It is, however, a little bit warped. So there's that. And I would imagine that happens when you laser cut it or whatever they're using, maybe fiber laser, because it's so hot, they're probably warping the thin steel a little bit. So it works, but it did warp it. But I don't think that's going to matter too much when you're using it. So very cool. Did I get everything? Nope. There's still more. There's more. All right, we have 1, 2. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. Very neat. All right, what else we got? This is pretty heavy, actually. So obviously we got some more stickers. Okay. So this is like specifically a knife chisel blade. Bottle opener, I'm guessing. But, you know, the problem I have with that is, like, when you're holding the blade in a weird place, like, that's a bit awkward and maybe potentially even dangerous. I'm not a huge fan of, like, a bottle opener that's got a blade on it that rotates. I think that's what that hook is for. Does it say any info on it? It does not. But still, I like the images they put on it. Pretty interesting, to say the least. I'll have to ask about that later. And then this one, oh, cool. A little American flag. Now, it's in the wrong orientation, but it's all right. So we have chisel blade here, blade on this side. Yeah, very cool. I like that one. That's cool. I think we'll end up putting, I'm going to put this away. I like the idea of maybe even doing a giveaway with these. So I'm going to put that, make sure I don't lose all of these storage pieces just for now. And then let's take a look at the last one I think we have. This is called the Professional. How do they get them in those Ziploc bags? All right. Okay, so this is the one I have. I have it just like, I have almost the exact same thing. I think mine's just in titanium. This is in steel, right? I think it's in stainless. It doesn't say, but there's a lot more stuff going on here. This is what mine looks like. It has like gauges for different thicknesses. There's a little package opener on the side here. A bottle opener right there. Different sized openings. Same thing over here. You know, it's got a lot of the other stuff as well. It's just basically what this other card is. It's just got additional implements on top of it. Very similar. So you can see the cutouts are very much in line, but just doesn't have as much. I kind of like this one, to be honest, because I like the flat edges. But still, there's still a lot here. And if you want like additional functions, they have the Professional version as well. And since I have this exact tool in titanium, I'm actually going to put this away, make sure I don't lose it. And we'll probably give this one away. Okay, let me collect all this together and then we'll take a look at it all at once. Okay, so here is everything that came in that package. And I want to say once again, a big thank you to MRF for sending these out. This is some pretty awesome stuff coming out of Ukraine. And as far as I know, these are currently available. Now, I'm going to put links to anywhere you can find them. I'm not sure where that is going to be. But yeah, what I have, I will share. The inserts for this, I don't know if they're more of a gadget than they are a practical tool, but you can't argue with the idea of having a blade on hand that just kind of comes out of nowhere. Being in your wallet, being able to utilize it when you don't have anything else, that's great. And I think that's what they're kind of going for. Personally, the ones that have always attracted me are the measurement tools and what they offer, because sometimes it's nice to have rulers and protractors and everything else in your wallet. And I don't have to worry about these because none of them have blades. And actually some of these, not so much the 3.0, but a lot of these other ones, they're also TSA legal, even though they have things like a can opener and so on. Very, very interesting and very unique. I really do like what they have available, and I'm really curious to see what you guys think about flat tools. Like, are they a novelty or do they have a practical purpose? Once again, thank you guys so much for your time, and we'll talk again soon.